Hey, let me share this because it may help somebody out there. What will happen at the time of the end? Many people have thought about it. Some dismiss it as foolery and so forth. But will there be a time where things will come to an end? Well, we live in an end time hour. And the Bible prophesy, all the prophets foretold of the coming of the end and the return of Christ. And one of the biggest verses in all of Scripture, many people have never heard in Sunday school or any sermon service or whatever. In Genesis 9:27, Noah said, God shall enlarge Japheth. He should dwell in the tent of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. That's one of the greatest end-time prophecies of all time. And it was foretold thousands and thousands of years in advance. So what does it mean? What it means is that God will cause Japheth to increase and enlarge and come into the world dominance. He is the progenitor of all Europeans. They are the Gentile nations. And when Christ came and the Jews rejected him, he sent Paul to take his message to the Gentile, and the prophets foretold that he will become great among the Gentiles. So we are in the Gentile era, and it's going to end soon. And he's going to turn back to the biblical Jews, who are those that was taken captive in the slave trade and scattered throughout the world, as the prophets foretold. They would be taken, sold, and scattered throughout the world, but one day God will bring them back. And that goes with that prophecy where he said that Japheth would dwell in the tent of Shem. Tent is a temporary housing. It's not your land. The Gentiles are dwelling in the tent of Shem. And Canaan, the Africans, who are the indigenous people of Israel, the land was originally called Canaan, those people will become servant to the Gentiles. It all falls in line 100%. So we find Japheth have been enlarged. They come from a time of nearly 80% of Europe was intellectually illiterate. And less than 100 years later, they was taking God's people from the west coast of Africa and enslaving them into the New World. And so keep that in mind. God caused them to enlarge, not because they was intelligent or great, but God had foretold through his servant Moses 1,000 years in advance. And also that those same people, the Gentiles, they would dwell in the tent of Shem. It's not their home. They dwelling in the tent. And Canaan, the Africans, will be their servants. And this is the end time.